From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
25 Ford Maverick, 26 913. 25 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4, 33 411. 24 Ford Expedition XLT, 618. Ray Warner Ford, local you trust with deals you can count on.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. It is Fun Shirt Friday. If you've got a fun shirt, put it on today and enjoy the day. Although it is going to be on the cooler side today, thanks to the storm system yesterday that brought us incredible amounts of hail. I posted a lot of my social media accounts, so make sure you check that out. And thanks for sharing all of your photos with the East Tennessee Weather app. And by the way, if you got caught off guard with those storms yesterday and you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, scan that QR code in the bottom right-hand side of the screen and download it today. Speaking of those storms, I want to show you a severe thunderstorm warned storm that produced upwards of golf ball size hail. This is a time lapse coming in from Hardin Valley, the Orange Hat Brewing Company camera, looking off to the western northwestern skies. So this looks towards, say, Hardin Valley, Carnes, and Oak Ridge. We had the morning rain showers hanging out with us, and then we saw some sunshine. That helped to really destabilize the atmosphere as our next little boundary started to move on through. Watch the storms really blow up right there. And then the storm just really got cranking across parts of Solway, Oak Ridge, Carnes, and moved its way just south of the Clinton area. And then we ended up with a beautiful sunset yesterday evening. And then out there this morning, we actually have some patchy, dense fog showing up. Not a ton showing up in Hardin Valley, but mainly south of Interstate 40. We do have some of that patchy, dense fog showing up this morning as well. All right, so your morning weather headlines. Today, morning dense fog, mostly cloudy, showers, and a little bit cooler. So keep the umbrellas handy for the day today. Tomorrow, morning frost, a little bit of fog, clouds with some sunshine. Well, morning clouds anyways, and then afternoon sunshine. So it's really going to be a nice Saturday, but a cool Saturday. We'll talk about that 7-day here in just a second. And then sunny skies and warming temperatures as we get into Sunday and through next week before we track another disturbance that will help to drop our temperatures once again. So let's get right to work with the 7-day forecast here for you. I want to start you off with that just to give you an idea if this is all you care about and this is all you want to know. Thanks for checking in. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to check in with the app or all the East Tennessee weather platforms. But when we highlight that 7-day forecast, we're going to be in the upper 50s today and tomorrow. So cooler weather with some showers today and sunshine returning tomorrow. How about this nice little warming trend? Sunday into Monday, we're at 69 degrees on Sunday. That's average for this time of the year. And then Monday, we're at 77 degrees. So a nice little warm up on the way as a big ridge of high pressure starts to dominate. That's going to keep us pretty seasonal on Tuesday, but then Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be tracking another little system that's going to help to drop our temperatures a little bit and maybe some rain showers as we end next week on Thursday and Friday. So we'll keep you posted on that. Big picture, radar recap over the last 3 hours. Of course, this is your 6 a.m. weather update. Little system swinging its way on through the area. On the north side of that, we're going to get some wraparound moisture swinging its way on through, and that's what's going to help to bring us the cloud coverage. Now, we did see some clearing during the overnight hours. That clearing is not going to last forever, but that clearing has allowed for that fog to form. So as we bring it back to home, we've got a special weather statement. The rain showers are still working their way into upper East Tennessee as of 6 o'clock this morning. But that special weather statement's been issued due to the fact that we have some patchy, dense fog that has developed early this morning. So do travel safely and maybe give yourself a little extra time. Here's your future cast. We'll run you through the day today. Rain showers across upper East Tennessee, but it's going to fill in with the clouds and some light to moderate showers. Have a little instability in the atmosphere. Can't rule out maybe a couple rumbles of thunder and the possibility of some maybe pea-size hail. Not expecting a whole lot, but we do have cold air aloft, so something to kind of anticipate there. As we get into our evening hours, I do anticipate some clearing. I don't necessarily know that we'll have this much clearing as we get into the sundown hour, but as we get into our Saturday morning, I think we'll have some clearing skies, which will lead to low-level moisture trapped underneath an inversion, which is going to lead to maybe some dense fog and some frost developing early Saturday morning as temperatures dip down into the mid to upper 30s. So it is going to be a chillier start to our Saturday. Rainfall accumulations from now through Saturday morning, not expecting a whole lot. The majority of it has been in upper East Tennessee, where we've been continuing and dealing with the rain showers here this morning as well. All right, morning temperatures as we wrap up this week. We're starting off with temps in the 40s and 50s, so not too terribly bad. We are trending a little bit colder in some locations than what we were yesterday. As we look ahead through the day today, though, as I mentioned, it is going to stay on the cooler side. We're going to see those temperatures in the mid-50s by lunchtime. Kids heading home from school, some scattered showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. No severe weather threat by any stretch. We'll stay in the upper 50s by 5, and by 8 o'clock here tonight, we'll drop down to about 53 degrees. So it is going to be a nice, cool evening. Let's highlight that weekend forecast. Again, morning fog and frost possible on Saturday as we have an inversion, some low-level moisture trapped underneath that inversion. And then we'll see all-day sunshine, but cool high temperatures. If you're heading off to the orange and white game at Neyland Stadium, should be a nice, cool, but sunny Saturday. So enjoy that. And if you see us out there, say hi to the Witchers. I'm taking my kids to the orange and white game. Sunday, 69 degrees, beautiful, average, morning frost, afternoon sunshine, and a great Sunday to get out and take a nice little hike or maybe do some yard work. Saturday is going to be great for yard work as well. The ground is wet, so it's going to be easier to pull some weeds. You know, food for thought. The glass is half full, right? Let's show you the big picture. There goes our storm system. It's going to exit the area. It's taking the rain shower. So if you have travel plans over into the Carolinas, Virginia, nation's capital, you even see some snow showers across parts of New York and parts of New England as well. But not a ton of rain even around our entire region associated with this upper level low that's still swinging its way on through the area, and that trough as it finally kicks its way on out of here. We've been talking about this week the chance for maybe some light snow showers. It seems fairly negligible. Maybe a light dusting of snow across the highest peaks of the Smokies, and I think that's going to be about the extent of it. Yeah, we have the colder air aloft, but I don't necessarily know that we're going to have a lot of moisture to translate into some snow showers. All right, back to the 7-day forecast as we highlight that in a little bit more detail. Look at those morning lows, something to kind of keep in mind. Morning frost Saturday and Sunday, and then those morning low temperatures warm back into the 40s and 50s for the rest of next week. Nice little warming trend. Monday is going to be the warmest day at 77 degrees. And then we'll start to see those temperatures fall once again as we get into the latter part of next week. I wanted to highlight the rainfall totals that we've seen over the last 7 days. We've seen anywhere from 1 to 2, 3 inches of rainfall, which, by the way, is great news to pass along. The U.S. Drought Monitor came out yesterday. And as I mentioned yesterday morning during the broadcast, I'm pretty sure we're going to wipe out most of this drought, if not all of it. And we did. Now, Upper East Tennessee, Tri-Cities area, Carter, Unicoi counties still have abnormally dry conditions and a moderate drought there. They've not seen nearly as much rainfall. Looking ahead from the Climate Prediction Center from the 17th through the 21st, this is your 6 to 10 day outlook from temperature outlook anyways, and we're going to be trending below average. But how about this? April 19th through the 25th, your 8 to 14 day outlook, we're talking about the possibility of warmer temperatures. When it comes to precipitation, fairly average for the first 6 to 10 days, above and beyond the 7-day forecast anyways. And then you go to your 8 to 14 day outlook, and it looks like we'll see probably drier weather conditions. So we'll see how that plays out. And of course, you can always check back in. And just for fun here this morning, how about this? This takes us all the way through the end of April. How much snowed? Who sees snow? Well, guess what? The Rockies, the Wasatch, the Uinta Mountains, the Cascades, the Northern High Plains, the Upper Midwest, and New England are still expecting to see snow showers across parts of the country before the month wraps up. Yes, March and April, we can still see snow showers across parts of the country. All right, don't forget to check in with the East Tennessee Weather app. Download it today. Check us out on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, the website. Go smash and subscribe to that YouTube button. It really helps the platform out if you like what you see. We sure hope you have a great day. Check in with your noon update, your 6 p.m. update, and of course, I'll be broadcasting live for Wake Up with Witcher coming up on Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. We'll see you then.